Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Santa's Workshop. Today's video I got something pretty neat to show you, and I am just praying this works like they said it does, and if it does, it's going to be something you are going to need for your shop, especially if you work with old cars and rusted parts, rusted tools, anything you want to get rust off of. But it is brought to you today by CREWORKS. And what this is an electrolysis rust removal kit. Now, I've got to admit, I've already been in here looking it over, and it looks like this is going to be a pretty neat little deal here. We got our little display, which plugs in. Now this will go up to 24 volts, I think they said. And right here is your voltage. You know, of course, you got your click off. You can pull your voltage up. And this is your timer. And it is just your typical and it dings like the microwave. You got your positive, your negative. Your negative is what you attach to your part, which I have right there. Positive, you put to your rod, stainless steel rod that goes down into the solution. Now your solution is a mixture of baking soda and water. And I have went and got baking soda. And I have went and got distilled water. I went ahead and went with distilled water because our water here has got so much minerals in it, I didn't want to take a chance of that interacting with it. But here's your user manual. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to set you to the side. We're going to get this hooked up. And I am going to see if we can get rid of the rust on this thing. Now when I get it done, I'm going to have my air compressor built up. We're going to blow it off as much as we can. I'm going to hit it with my Freon. And then after everything gets loosened up, I'm going to hit it with some brake cleaner. I'm going to paint this whole thing black. Satin black, of course. But, I mean, 1979, look how good that pedal is. But I want to get the pedal off. We're going to get all this cleaned up. And we're going to paint it and put it back in the car where it's going to reside for the rest of its days. All right. Well, I want to get out the book and we're going to put this together. All righty. Now then, your list comes with stainless steel round rod, which I have in here. This is clipped to it. Now it suggests not to let the clips get into the solution because they have the straight contact to the machine, so you want them to stay out of the solution. You got two hooks that you can use to support stuff in the deal. And you also have two copper ground rods, copper wires, that you could hook to this and drop it down in there if you need the distance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to my wire wheel and I'm going to hit that right there, get it nice and shiny. That way I can just clamp it right to that. We can set it in. We can actually hook the pedal on the side so it doesn't shift. Now you have to make sure whatever's hooked to your negative doesn't touch your positive, because that will throw the safety breaker in this. So you got to make sure. Now this timer will go up to 2 hours. This is minutes, so 120 minutes is right at 2 hours. This is your voltage and amperage display. And we got our plug-ins right here. You know, of course, red for positive, black for negative. Get rid of the water. There we go. It was splashing on me there at last. Okay, so we got all that hooked up. Now then, let's see. Let's see how much baking soda we have to put in. Operation. Place a sufficient amount of baking soda in the bucket and add a certain amount of water. The greater the concentration is, the faster the rust removal process is. It is recommended to add at least 100 grams of baking soda to a full bucket of water. The solution can be reused. So 100 grams of baking soda, and this is 454 grams. So just a quarter of this box here per tub. And boy, howdy. When they seal those boxes, they seal those boxes. Alrighty, so a quarter. And I think I did a little more than half, so they said the more concentrated it is, better. Let me go get a stir stick. Alright, now I want to take this over, make me a little bare spot on it. Alrighty, nice pretty bare spot on there. We're going to drop it down in. What I want to do is I want to take this hook. We're going to hook it on here like this, just to make sure that doesn't reach that other deal. And we're going to clamp our ground on here. Now then, we need some juice. Oh, well, that was water, but I'm talking voltage. Alright, we are hooked up. We are on. I want to start this at about 20 voltage. There we go. And I want to set my timer on almost 2 hours. And oh my gosh, it's working already. I want you to look in here and see this. Can you see that? That means that rust is being removed. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to come back here in a couple hours and we're going to check and see what this has done. Alrighty. We have been in there about an hour and 30 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move all my accessories over. And they said it's not going to come out completely and totally spotless, so don't be expecting that. You're going to have to wipe it a little bit to get this rust off. So I'm going to kill the power. Power is off. My ground is unhooked. Get my hook out of the way. And I'm going to take this. Whew. That's been working. That's a little warm. We're going to pull this out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. I want to get you in here to see this. You remember when I put that in there. Now it still has some, but you know, that's grease. That's not rust, that's grease. Oh wow, look at this side. So take back what I said, it is going to come out shiny. All right, let me set you up there. And we're going to wipe this thing down. And I brought me a little wire brush here. Get down in all these little nicks and crannies. Oh, the mechanism's working so well. This thing was rusted up to where it would not move. Now then, oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, look at this. That even stripped the paint. Look at that. Oh my heavenly days. I cannot believe this. Let me go blow the water out from underneath this and all the joints. I'll be right back. All right. All I did was wipe it off with a paper towel and blow it down with the air blower. I want you to look at that. Little brushing up, cleaning up. I want to paint this. First, I'm going to spray it down with some Freol so that rust doesn't set back into the joints. Let it set for a couple of days. Then I want to clean it up. Give me a light coat of paint on it. But I want you to look here. That right there is the water line where that pedal was sitting. It took that paint plumb off. I cannot believe that. That is, wow. W-O-W, wow. I've never messed with the electrolysis cleaning, but yeah, for parts like this you can't get into, oh, I'm a firm believer now. That was not moving. It would not move. The line that was hooked to it was seized up. Everything else. CREWORKS. Wow. I love it. I'm going to squirt a little bit of this on it and let's see how it works. Wipe down the excess. Look at that. Boy, that's like a brand new one. That's what I'm talking about. When I get done cleaning it up and painting it, it will be brand new. Okay, we're going to close this out here. If you deal with rusted parts, CREWORKS Electrolytic Rust Remover. I tell you what, that is a game changer. I mean, just look at that. You saw the picture before, or you saw the unit before. I'll do a screenshot of that and put it side by side right here so you can see the difference. Oh my lands, CREWORKS, beautiful, beautiful product. I've still got solution in there. I want to see what else I can find to get the rust off of. But as always, the link will be down below. I'll have the price there for you. Anything you purchase helps the channel. Guys, another great Christmas present, especially for someone dealing with rust. Matter of fact, I think I've got some tools I want to put in there and see if I can't bring back. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time on Santa's Workshop.